Hi friends, it's Mel and I'm here to do a bit of a chatty flip through of a Christmas mini album that I've made using the Oh Joyful Day collection from Rosie's Studio that was posted on Instagram as a reel, but it was just a quick flip through and didn't cover every page, so I thought I would do that over here for you and tell you a bit more about how I made the album and other bits that I've used in it. So to start with, I had an old chipboard album from Rosie's Studio that had cardstock pages and things in it, which I removed and just used the chipboard cover, and then I have sewn in signatures inside the book using papers from the collection, some printables and just some old vintage paper that I had that I'll show you when we come across. Okay, so the size of the album is 16 centimeters wide by 23 centimeters tall, and the inner pages are just slightly narrower than A5 size. So on the outside here I've just got a ribbon just holding it together, which just slides off. So I've covered that with paper from the collection and just embellished. It's pretty flat, just with some die cut ephemera and puffy stickers. And then just this is a fabric washi tape from 49 and Market, just on the binding, just to hold that secure. Okay, then I've lined the inside with paper from the collection, and then I've actually done that in 3 pieces, so a separate piece on the spine, just so that it doesn't so it's easier to open it up, but I'll probably need to add a bit more glue just on that edge there. So this first signature starts with some vellum, and I've just used one of the clear stickers from the collection and then a puffy sticker word just to embellish that. Just one of the pattern papers, and they're single-sided, so you get a nice white page to start as a base for alternate pages. This one I've just sewn on a piece here using just a zigzag stitch to make a pocket. So I've sewn the top and sides and bottom, but I sewed the opening side separately before I sewed it on. And then I've just put in some die cuts just with paper clips, just for an idea of what I might want to use when I come to fill the album. So this grid paper is just from a desk pad, and then this music paper is from an old music book. This ledger is a printable, and that is from an Etsy store. I'll just find the name of that. From the Paper Collective. And then here I've just adhered these die cuts just at the bottom so that it creates a tuck spot. And then just made a tag with cardstock from the coordinated cardstock pack, and then this was just a scrap of paper. And then this page was one whole 12 by 12 that I just cut down widthwise, but left the full height, and then folded over, or folded up the bottom to make a pocket, and then just to make it easier so that it sits flat, I cut out the little B so that you don't have bulk in where the binding is. You can see here's the stitching for the signature, so I've just used a pamphlet stitch for that. Oh, and this is a printable, a map, vintage map printable that I got from Chubby Eyes Digital on Etsy as well. Here I've just sewn on just a triangle to make a pocket. So, and then a little tag. And then again, just paper clipped on, a couple of die cuts. This music paper, I left the full width and then just scored it to make it fold out. Here I've made some paper ruffles and then just adhered it onto my background page just on the edge so that that's a tuck spot. There's the vellum, so that's the end of that signature. Here I've just made some little banners, just sewing them on around the corner there. I made that a tuck spot. It's another one of those matte printables. Here I've left the full width of the pattern paper and then just scored it to make a fold out. It's another ledger. And then this page is just sewn on, but I die cut a star and filled the space in with stickers from the sticker pack. This one's just a belly band here that I've sewn on, just some star die cuts, and that tag just slips in behind. These are some pockets made with vellum, and then this is a Pink Fresh Studio die. And then these little envelopes are actually pockets to have put those labels in, but then they're just adhered on the side as well, so you can tuck stuff behind there if you want to. These die cuts are just stuck on the edge to make a tuck spot. And then this tag is made with the coordinating cardstock again, and then just scraps to decorate. This is an envelope that I've made, and I actually, when I made the signature, I didn't glue the envelope together, so I sewed it with it just along the fold of the edge of the signature and then glued it once it was sewn in, so you can see inside there is where the stitching is. And then this one folds out, so I can either turn that into a pocket or have big space for something on the other side there. This one I die cut the edge of the pattern paper with a edge die from Spellbinders, just stitched that on to make a pocket, and then popped in just a little piece of red cardstock that I also die cut just for contrast. And then you see the edge of the whole page is also cut with that same metal die. Another map. These are just some arch dies that I've used to cut the paper and make a tuck spot. Again, just stitch the corner there. And then these die cuts are just stuck on the edge, so I can either tuck things in or just glue it down depending on what happens on that page. Okay, and then the final signature. This is some vellum that I've embossed with a Spellbinders die. It's a poinsettia die that matched really well with those die cuts. Some more die cuts, and I decided to do this after I'd already sewn in the signature. So I just sewed on a little piece of vellum, stuck on my die cuts, and then adhered the whole piece onto the page. Just some die cuts and puffy stickers. Put more of that grid paper. Again, just tacked on the edge there. I'll cut the edge of the page, and I actually cut those two like at the same time, so put the paper, the unprinted side together so that it would match, so then I could glue them together and have a pattern both sides. These are printables from KB and Friends on Etsy. Some more pockets, these ones horizontal. So all three of those are pockets. Some more batellograms. These were just some triangle scraps that I've just sewn on the edge, and so they're all three layers are pockets, and then a big tag that I've die cut some letters out of the coordinating cardstock. And then another triangle pocket. This one I actually folded over the edge of the paper, so it's a mirror pocket on each side. And then the last page, I just had a little scrap of vellum that I just sewed on the edge there, just to make one last tuck spot, and then use some scraps of paper punched with a notebook edge punch just to make that look cute. And then that's the end of the album. So if you've got any questions, just leave me a comment below and I'll try and answer anything that you want to know. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to filling this up with some December memories. So yeah, thanks for watching today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.